And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the old world. We're going to see if we can get our Polytheistic Greece run to continue going here. Obviously, we're at the end of this turn. I technically have a worker that has something it wants to do, but we're out of orders. And we're not at the point in the game where I can buy orders without any except training, and I don't really make enough training. I want to do that. We got incoming barbarians down here. Hopefully they don't mark my worker too badly. There are ways I can run the worker away, assuming it survives until I get in control of it. Husband's dead. Did Artemis on a preemptive strike, or send Mirror Tail to negotiate? Wait for them to make the first move. I'll wait for them to make the first move. I got more important things than a neutral tribe faction. No more of this, please. They become disappointed, but I get orders. Or they become an artist. I got enough money, we'll make them an artist. Time for a break. Go gambling or become foolish. Go gambling. Agree that I will control 2 hoplites or 3 siege units. Or turn the priests away. We're much closer to the 2 hoplites. Let's go for the hoplites. Yes, because I need the worker to run for safety. Two years you can rush that. You may rush this one. Because I can rush this one. Yes, I rush this one. I'll give them the slinger. Slinger plus the warrior can probably drive those 2 off. Gotta get married. What else do I want to do with orders? You got governors everywhere. Those of them just have... I've got orders to use for troops that we don't have yet. That's probably how this is going to work out. Okay. Let's end the year here. Greece is not worth the Thracians, okay. 2-2. Or more lopsided, but that's effectively a 8-up. I'll take the steamer. The queen is stressed. Let's try to remove the stress. get the horses going, because that's going to provide us orders. You're going to continue doing your road, because eventually we might need that road for getting reinforcements down here to deal with the raiders. I think we're far enough away that we're going to be safe in the short run. You've got one order, so take a one order move away. All that good. We're drunk, but we're no longer stressed. Okay. You become power hungry. Freedom movement. Development culture achieved. Does not dictate national laws. We get one rebel unit there, which we probably don't want, but we get a bunch of training. And become, or gain more discipline. I can get, let them experiment with anti-slavery. So this is a relationship to the slavery law. Or I can just replace it with freedom. I do want the civics. We'll just accept the civics here. Is the one point of legitimacy. We've got a lot of orders here. I suppose we just move you out a little bit more. Now we're drunk instead of stressed, which is a step better. You're not in a position where you can, oh, also can't hurry if the city is damaged, so, yeah, no. Could rush the solar out, but the solar's gotta go through the barbarians at the moment, so that's a bad plan. Could rush another warrior out. I think that's what we will do. We lost the governor here. We can go here. Yeah, we'll arrest the warrior out because we'll send that one south. Because I think this problem's going to get cleaned up by then. We're going to get cleaned up those two. We're going to have more problems down here. And the Control 2 Hoplites is fairly easy. I just need enough to build strongholds. Enough laws to pass to do strongholds. So I think it's actually 4. I think that's what we're trying to get to here. It says, besides Divine Right. Vandals declare war, or Egypt declares war? As such, there can be no neutral course of action. We must choose a side. Yeah, we'll declare against vassals. We will conscript the prisoners. Warrior finished. Warrior gains brave. Warrior gains steadfast. Warrior gains steadfast. Developing culture achieved. Money, training, orders. Given the current circumstances, I actually need the orders. We're gonna go for spend on swift couriers. Double arguments. You become eloquent, vigilant, or righteous. Righteous. Combat, guard, eagle eye. Ignore the distance modifier. That sounds good for a ranged unit. Brave. The militia must defend the city. Okay, I think I got enough troops for the moment, at least until we get to Hoplites. So Stronghold. Stronghold requires 4 active laws, so we're just waiting for our 4th law, which is a couple turns out. Let's grab the archive there for more science. Your job is kind of emergency repairs everywhere. Things don't disappear. I've got enough training, given current circumstances. I'm going to buy enough to get you under construction. A little more orders going forward. Okay. Yeah, two turns, we get citizenship. We're going to take divine rule for 1 order per pagan religion. I think it's technically per city of pagan religion. Or, well, I think it's even more complicated than that. I think it's 1 order per pagan religion per city. So if a city has multiple pagan religions, you get multiple orders. You usually only have 1 because you're only able to spread your own. But if you take over someone else's and you put your own there, their religion plus your religion gives you 2 pagan religions, so we get 2 orders. For our purposes, it's going to be 1. And that's in every one of our cities except for the newest one. We've got a shrine built in all of them, so we've got the religion spread, so it's going to be like 3 orders. Pretty valuable. It's going to give us a 4th law to complete our ambition. It's going to allow us to build the next building. The strongholds. With the strongholds, we can get our hoplites deployed. Which gets our next ambition done. Graduate paganism. Gone from cautious to pleased. Okay. Get there for 1 order, which we'll do, and then we'll prepare for the next. Promote. Let's go combat there. Heal. We'll come back with you. I'm not too worried if we lose the militia. The event spawn militia here are the cannon fodder we need to delay the city from being damaged too much. Festival again for more citizens so we can get more specialists. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough orders here because I gotta clear the trees. But we'll clear the trees because we're gonna need to do that next turn anyway. And yeah, that's why we didn't do the orders on him, because they can happily stand there. We've got other higher priorities. Citizenship next turn. There goes that militia. That's fine. Cannon fire is doing its job. Okay, no events. An orders boost, so 2 turns from now I get 20 orders. But we've got a way to store them, so it's not a very good choice. Probably going for rhetoric here. Yeah, we still want steel, we still want forestry. It'd be tempting to do serfdom. Or buy tiles of colonies. Doctrine's pretty deep in. Doctrine's also... Unless we're running a... Oh, actually, I suppose we do tolerance. Tolerance would be the way to go. Because if we're doing state religion as the pagans, then we want to be able to train the non-state religion ones to spread those ones. Fair enough. But yeah, we don't need to go that one yet. That's a little early. And those are our 3 choices. So, rhetoric's probably the smartest one. It's access to the forum, which is civics. Also 10 to 3 turns. Okay, do I start moving you back because you're now vaguely safe? Yeah, I think we have the problem under control, so you can come back. Or at least start coming back. And before I get too carried away, it's a lot of time. Divine Rule. We're now known as the Able. Enacted 4 laws, so we're getting a decent amount of legitimacy here. Settler, Able, Ambitions finished, Legacy Ambitions finished. I now gotta build the strongholds, and after the strongholds are built, well, after one of the strongholds are built, I can start building hoplites. diplomat gain hero. This is the third in line. Good diplomat. I'll need another diplomat at some point. Who knew poetry is improved by everyone drinking and shouting along? Darkened moon. Wise men see it's a natural occurrence, or give offerings to God and pray for daylight. I'm gonna do the science here. Get some rhetoric done. So we can go into military drill. Yeah. So I got 2 of you, so it probably wants to be these guys. I don't necessarily see any particular specialists I do here. Although if I don't see any particular ones, that probably means it's just specialists, right? We're not going to go for mines. This, from what I can see, this is not a good mine at lumber mill place. I don't see any precious resources. So yeah, this is the one we do. We're now known as the Just. And I am wrong. We've got pearls here, so this would have been a perfect one for the people who want precious materials. The hair enough? I misplayed. Should have done more reconnaissance. In the meantime, I should probably try to negotiate peace with the Thracians. Next turn. Upgrade you to Spearman. I'm gonna still resist. I would really rather you have the Axeman. And then we have the Hoplites as the Spearman alternative. Oh, you just don't have any promotions yet. Yeah, I think I want to give you, given the circumstance, let's do Warden. It's better defending its city that's currently in. Well, the ranch is going to give us more orders. Let's do the ranch. Do splurge and go worker here? I think I splurge and do worker here. Assuming I can get the peace deal with the Thracians and the Vandals relatively quickly. Otherwise, that's going to be a bit of a risk. For a stronghold under construction, so in 3 turns, when that form is done, we can build a first hoplite. Okay, Surplus orders. Get another trade mission going. And of course, you have no governor. Who is the youngest unemployed person? You. You're the governor. The younger they are, the longer they'll serve as the governor before I have to replace them due to old age. Adopt Greek paganism. Yep, we will agree to that. Greek paganism, state religion. You become an exile. For nonsense, we get a pet monkey. Glimpsed walking the gardens. So-and-so. Where does reach your husband? He expressed irritation at this familiarity. Commands you remove such distractions or threats to make your life on the throne much harder. We'll get a pet monkey. Oh, well, technically we got him a pet monkey. We didn't get the pet monkey. Okay, before we start fighting for the turn. Attempt... You're on a... I shouldn't have sent them on the trade mission. That was a mistake. Let's send them to go do something like, oh, can't. They're busy. Okay, those barbarians dealt with. Yeah, let's start doing the forms for civics. And you repair your damage. 12 surplus orders, so we got lots of capacity to do stuff. Well, apparently not much to do it with, so we're going to be cycling the turn. Got too many orders this turn, which is a good thing to have. It's better to have more orders than you need, because it turns into money, than not have enough orders, and, Okay, they're backing off, they're advancing. Military drill's done. Good. Vomiting diarrhea, that's never great. Court scholar, gain a spearman. Young woman arrives from Etria. Her appearance is having no doubt of her journey an arduous one. She's been captured by the Vandals and languished as a hostage in their camp until she managed to gather enough an entire group of her hostages and escape with them. Spent several days on the run until the maiden got to Etria, even swimming across the river on her journey. There are rumors among our soldiers that even King Freebull was impressed by the audacity of this escape. We can get a new court soldier or gain a spearman. Don't really need more troops. We'll take the courtier. 5 courage. Hero fears. Numidian families. As the Numidian war escalates, the gates of Alexandria have become crowded with families fleeing their front lines. We will open the gates. I'll choose the place by myself. We'll go there. And we'll do our stronghold. Spoked wheel for the Chancellor and the Chariot is what's recommended of the ones being presented. And I'm definitely willing to agree with that. Chancellor would not be a bad thing to pick up. Show off why the road's useful, because we can run down it real fast. So in 5 turns, we'll have you done. So I'll be able to get Hoplites from here. Meantime, probably want to do the Trapper for more growth. Continue trying to repair the damage there. Oh, I'm severely ill, although we haven't been pronounced doomed yet, so we're not dead. We'll personally go rally the troops. Diplomats diplomating until next turn, in which case we'll send them off to try to negotiate peace. Actually got enough troops deployed right now. I'm maybe not too worried about the Vandals. I might try to, or the Thracians. I might do the Vandals instead for peace, but we'll see. Oh no, I should probably do the Thracians. I'd see more Thracians arrive. It's like, no, Thracians are probably going to get priority. We're intrigued by the important development of pearls or honey. I'm going to do honey. Because we've got a decent couple places to do pearls. I'll choose a place by myself. I don't want next in the mountain. I think we're going to do it here. Don't know if it's a farm or a grove. Gains office sufficient taxation or walls. In which city? That one. That one's no longer really on the border, so efficient taxation, please. 2 wonders, 1 strong. Field 8 generals. Have 8 governors. Or I'm not feeling very ambitious. Well, we're not doing the last one. We're not doing 8 governors, because all 5 of my cities have governors. That would require me getting 3 more cities. And really, we should do this before the Queen dies, and the Queen's 61. So 8 generals is doable. We have 8 units out. So getting 8 generals wouldn't be too bad. The wonder is interesting. Let's put this away for the moment. I might take a look and see how plausible it is to get a wonder first. What wonders do we have on our proverbial shopping cart? Pyramids could be one of them. That would be the weak wonder. Can be built anywhere. Start law, cost 3% down, gives them victory points. So yeah, we got some weak ones that we could choose from. The strong would be the expensive one, but I think we can do that. With the Greeks, the pyramids would be a bit weird, but we're also the Ptolemaic dynasty, so Ptolemy having pyramids isn't that weird. Alright, so we just need a dry place to put pyramids, that's doable. That one's not too bad, that's another weak one. Oh no, that's developing, although I need a strong one, right? So we need one from this tier. Gothon creates a trireme, that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, we do the weak one for the one, and we do the strong one, and we do like Gothon. Or that one, a caravan every 5 years is pretty nice. We've got options. We're not too worried as long as we get the pyramid under construction quickly enough. I think we're good to do the wonder choice. Okay, so I wanted to check before I took that choice. 8 journals would be easy enough, but let's go for some wonders. Pyramids has begun. Risque. Eager traditionalists become influenced by me, or condemn the art, become disappointed. We're gonna disappoint them. Went a little too risque with your display there. Yeah, I probably gotta save up some stone before I can afford to do the Cawthorn. Yeah, we're gonna save up some stone because I'm gonna have to pay for the wood anyway. Because there's no way I'm saving up that much wood. Okay, so in the meantime, go there. Buy the stone to build a road. That's more growth as well, so we'll do the growth. Rural specialist. Yeah, honey is a grove. Don't remember what the neighbor bonuses on grove is. Let's check, I suppose. We want monasteries next to you. Okay. So it doesn't really matter what I put next to you. Given the local circumstances, I'm going to get you to get your miner going. We want the... no, we're going to do the miner. We've got enough population that we can do the farmer afterwards without having to get a pop growth. I have enough food whenever you start working on a cellar. That's going to be a shorter run over the next controlled city location. And we want you working on a hoplite. Oh, zone of control says May. Okay. We've got 2 orders, so we're going to start trying to negotiate peace. Let's try to negotiate peace with the Thracians. We see more Thracian troops than we see Vandal troops. Should be more careful with my wine. Drunken army. Got a new heir of age. Second in line. Philosophy, politics. I'm gonna do politics so we can try to get you to be a judge or something. Unnatural talent. Or unnatural threat, not talent. A sandstorm is upon us. This perversion of nature is a threat to the very idea of civilization. How shall we approach the problem? Well, we're not martial, we're not thoughtful, we are regal. Or appoint a card scholar to help with affairs, or we'll handle it our own way. Let's refine our politics that most closely relate to the sandstorm. We get some civics there, cool. Okay, I'm gonna have you work on getting more stone, so we can afford to build an extra wonder. Oh, I need a citizen if we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's build up the forum in the meantime. That's why we made these guys out here, so we could actually free up our scout to do, you know, some scouting. Now, I think the sandstorm... Oh no, it's only 1 year. It's going to end next year. Okay. I think the sandstorm is one of the ones that maybe isn't guaranteed to only be 1 year. But that one is, apparently. Okay, that's that problem dealt with. Got some surplus orders. Let's try to rally some troops. Get some more training coming in, just to use up the orders productively. And you need a tutor. 3 different options. If I wanted you to gain courage, that's probably the best. In fact, that's probably the best option. Why are you showing his bonuses from... Those should be Alice's, but anyway. So yeah. Plus 12% because you have wisdom. Then why you're saying 5% there. So also it's how it's being distributed, right? So maybe it sums up the same number. I think we're gonna go with this one. Isn't likely to give you some courage. check to make sure we don't have any empty governorships. We do have an empty governorship, so that's where we're using the orders. Who shall be the governor? Money and science? Or the princess? We'll do the princess. Princess is going to serve as a governor until we die. Whereas the other guy's only 62 and might not serve for very long. Old people have that habit. Our ambassador has died in office, so we need an ambassador. Gain a Jewish disciple. Or we'll do this option, we'll get the opinion with our main religion here. Rebel units or a citizen and some happy people. Conscripts resettled. The conscripts released from the prisons of Etria have served their time as some become too old to fight and others become wounded. The question has arisen, what should happen to them? What should happen to those who can no longer serve yet? Troops were requested that begin land to settle in Etria and retire as benefits military veterans, but King Consort suggested that they be sent to serve the remainder of their time in jail. It would avoid angering Etria, but would likely lead to an uprising and disgruntled conscripts. Yeah, we conscripted prisoners. We will let them return to be citizens. They have served on the battlefield, so they will get a appropriate end-of-life benefit package. Yeah. And of course, I think that screwed up my peace deal because the person negotiating the peace deal died. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to negotiate a peace deal with the Vandals because apparently we've done a good job of chasing the Ration units back for the moment. Oh, yep, you can, because of that reason. Fair enough. We've got a decent number of orders. Spoked Wheel and 2 is going to give us the Chancellor, but of course that's not this turn. Says I got to hand out some governors, or some generals, but I'm going to save the training for that. What are we getting? We're getting, yeah, probably getting like 20-something money for ending the turn with these orders per order. Good to have them. We definitely need them if all the troops are moving. In fact, we probably don't have enough if all the troops are moving. We just have a lot because the troops are somewhat stationary on the defensive duty at the moment. Ancient Carthage Union. Okay, so we've contacted Carthage. Ancient protection of your goods. Opinion. I don't need the ransom. We'll do the training for goods. Or the training for money. Golden Age. Peak of performances. Recognize the contribution of the state. Try to overcome our discipline being terrible. Or hard labor for feasting and festivals. This is the capital being strong tier. 120 towards the next one. I probably don't need more happiness. We've got happiness level 6 here. In fact, I can probably remove the luxury and transit someone else. Yeah. Yeah, so let's toss it between these two. Do I have a unclaimed law? I do. I have exploration versus epics. Let's go with you, so I can afford having a law claim, potentially. You become pious. Our virtue is the full sum of a woman. This is the second in line. Wait, they have you studying what? We'll go wisdom bonus here, so you'll gain pious. As leader, percent chance to spread the world, oh, that's world religion, so that's not really helpful. I suppose that is state religion. So we get 2 happiness per every city with a state religion. If you were the governor, so it's not every city, it's just the one you're on assigned to. Or you're the second one, so you're more likely to end up as a governor in the long term, so yeah, that option. Talk myself into it. Equestrian? No. Inspiring? Maybe. Naturalist? Because of the city you're on, that is got some pastures. We've got 1 pasture, or gonna have some pastures. Sure. Don't think we need to advance right now, so we're just gonna sleep you. Get you moving back towards the capital. Yes, we have a revolt from the slums. You're now level 3, so I'm probably gonna have you work on the forums while we're waiting for the stronghold done. Kind of an awkward state where most of my troops are all from the capital, so they're not really the ones that want to garrison the exterior regions. And yeah, I've got lots of orders, so we're gonna go moving us along neutral rivers is tempting, but we're gonna go epics here. It's gonna be epic. And it's tempting because right now we're going to be running up and down the river. Okay, there's Carthage. That's why we found Carthage. Okay. Second turn, we're going to get Spoked Wheel. Event from the tutor mission, okay. Attacking your opponent ruthlessly until it submits, or carefully picking them apart until your unit's weakness. Okay, and none of these are super useful because I'm planning on having you become governor. Religious tithes. Give them what they want. Give them extra for thanks. We'll give them what they want. And there's our agreement to end that war. Oh, I don't have the civics out of the way, so we don't need to worry about that this turn. And then this is Polis to work towards forestry, so we can actually get our lumber mills. We've got lots of good places for lumber mills, and no lumber mills, obviously. Yeah, lumber is definitely the thing we're the lowest on. Oh, I don't have architecture yet, so I can't do the paths. Yeah, I guess Odon works there. We'll put Odon there. River adjacent. I suppose you just don't have any bonuses. Okay. And then you enable Poet, which is even more culture. Because there we get a Scribe. Scribes are more civics. Well, this is a good place for it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll put the over here. Counselor, which is money, 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 or we trade some growth. And I think this is nationwide growth, so that's pretty bad for training. So it's money. Go with that option. And we'll put you in the city as a garrison. Engineer, so this general can now build roads. Ranger or Spain. No engineer. Building roads is interesting, if I can remember to do it. I suppose you've rolled up, so I should actually send you back this direction. Carthago Nova. So that's New Carthage, okay. Carthage is bigger than us, so that's maybe not surprising that we're seeing them on our border. Or a cycle of turn. I think this is a good place to put a part break in. Apparently there's a tsunami somewhere. Yeah, not bothering us at least. It's a good place like the part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. We are going to record one more part today. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here so I can get up, stretch legs, sip some tea, and then I will be back to record one last part for the day. I think we're going to get these ambitions done in the next one. The one strong wonder might be a little difficult. Probably just in getting the resources for it. Once we're committed to building it, we will complete that achievement. So I suspect we will get up to 5 missions in today's stream. And we're in a much better position than we were in the last stream. Why we started over. If you're watching on YouTube, aside of it, there'll be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to take a short break so I can get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and then we'll be back to record another part. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck, have a good time, catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.